All right. Song number 2 on the new EP, Talk No Jutsu. It's called Only Text Me in the Morning. This one probably had the biggest glow up from the original release. And that's because at the first version was really stuck on using this like vocoder effect, which I like love. I love that effect so much. But it just wasn't working. And at the time, I just wasn't. I didn't want to hear it. And so I released it with that effect throughout the whole song, pretty much, other than the chorus. But with the passage of time comes wisdom. And so I decided that's not it, dog. Let's listen. Here, this is the original version of this. So you can hear what I mean about that effect. That effect is throughout the whole song, basically. I don't hate it. It's just, I don't know. And then also the mix on this one. Really, the mix on all of them, I just never loved. At the time, I was really kind of like in my head, and I'm still not. By no means am I like an incredible mixer or anything. I think I'm a lot better now than I was when I first released the first crop of Mercury Harbor songs. And one of the things that I think got me there was at the time I was like sending out every song to like all of my friends and taking feedback, and every piece of feedback, for the most part, I was like, well, I have to take this feedback. And one of the pieces of feedback I used to get all the time was like, your drums are really loud. And so I would overcompensate and turn down my drums too much, I think. And I've since come to learn I just like loud drums. So that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. So anyways, just a little like mixing philosophy for you. So this is kind of the new, I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but this is the new glowed up version of this. No more vocoder effects, at least not throughout the whole song. Little brighter, cleaner mix. Here we go.
She only texts me in the morning. Don't wanna talk after the sun goes down. She tossed me in with all the rejects. Probably doesn't care if I'm around. She only texts me in the morning. She only texts me in the morning.
All right, so on and so forth. And then this one's kind of weird because like the verses and the chorus are not super coherent. Like the verses are like very poppy, more electronic. The chorus is like straight up rock. So here's the chorus. So there you go. This one I used an acoustic drum set. I mean, they're programmed drums. Like I don't have the capability to record a drum kit and make it sound great. I wish I did. But I don't. So I used oh God. Is it like Get Good Drums? I don't know. Right here it says Good Drums. I think it's Get Good Drums. It's like a contact library. You know, they sounded pretty good, I thought. So here's the drums soloed. There's more than just the kit. There's the kit. There's like a tambourine. There's a clap sample Oh, there's like another where there's not tambourine going on in the verses. There's this little like thing in the background. It sounds like a rattlesnake or something. And then I used a clap sample from Sakura Burst, shout out, and then I just recorded claps as well. Can never have too many claps. Gets the vibe going. Oh, and then I guess for the chorus, it's pretty much the same. Also for this song, so the whole point of this song in my mind is because I just got really obsessed with the Daft Punk song Digital Love. And this, I hope this doesn't ruin my song for anybody, but if you listen, this song is Digital Love. Like it's the structure of it is identical. And the whole reason I wanted to make this song is because I wanted to make a song that had just a bitchin' synth solo in there. And so that is the whole reason for this song's existence in my mind. And so I really decided to try to lean into that, which is part of the reason why, like, generally I'm not a big fan of the like kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare pattern on an acoustic drum set or something that sounds like an acoustic drum set. So like, okay, so that's my fault. That's not where it, right here is where it's just kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare, kick, snare. And I guess that's just kind of like to simplify it until it kind of breaks from that in the choruses. And like the way I have this structured is there's like the mini hook, which is the "she only texts me in the morning," which also is another thing that's kind of inspired by Daft Punk and just like all of those like all those like pop songwriters who like can't speak English. I don't, or at least English is not their native language, so like they come up with stuff like "Cake by the Ocean" and shit that like barely makes sense, but like it's just catchy. And so I don't even remember how, but the phrase "only text me in the morning" popped in my head, and it stayed in my head. So I was like, you know, whatever, it has a certain meaning to me, whatever meaning that has to you, that's what it means. You know, go crazy. But anyway, so I'm over explaining stuff that does not matter. Bass. Is this really just one bass track in this song? I guess I just did one bass track in this song, which generally I don't do. But I guess I did in this song. So this says synth bass, but this is not a synth bass. This is a distorted bass guitar, which apparently I did throughout the whole song. So good for me. Here's the basically everything that's not drums, bass, and vocals. I call in my little like mixing chain, I call this the music bus. Like, I understand that doesn't make any sense, but like that's just what I call it. So this is all the music. We'll do like the verse. It's just like a pad. There's a synth that follows the vocal line. I just like to have that behind the vocal just to beef it up a little bit. And there's some horns for the pre-chorus here. And then there's there's kind of like the hooky synth. That's like the bloop bloop on the right side and the left side. And then guitars, etc., etc. The vocals. Again, not too crazy here. So I wanted to keep for the verses, I wanted to keep something a little like more like electronic and weird. I just like that shit. I've talked to people who, similar to the drums things, like I've talked to people who are just like, you do too much weird like vocal effect stuff. I don't care. It's never gonna stop. I like it. so it's like I didn't do anything crazy here. It's just like a lot of auto tune, a little bit of saturation, things like that. And then in the background, I think some of like the harmonies and the ad libs and stuff do actually have a vocoder effect on them. But let's see here. Oh, and then I have to solo the things that the vocoders draw from.
She only texts me in the morning.
As you can hear, there's a side chain as well.
Too independent for romantic ties. I really thought she would adore me. I could have sworn I saw it in her eyes. She only texts me in the morning.
I just feel like I'm sure the reason I did that sidechain is because it's like that stack is like kind of a lot, and like that effect is like not super clean. So I only kind of like all of this was done like a while ago, so I'm guessing here, but probably I just did that to like make space for everything else. And then here is the chorus vocals.
She only hits me when she's fresh out of patience for intros. No man, but damn, she keeps her friends close. We've been hot, we've been high, we've been low, but it's not what we thought from the get-go.
So again, nothing crazy there. There's the main vocal, there's the doubles, there's the harmonies. There I have a like a super low version, which I forgot I did, but that's cool. And then like a delay throw track here. Yeah, nothing crazy. But the point of this song in my mind, and my favorite part, is the synth solo. And so clearly, obviously, I did not play this. I'm sure there's a human being out there who could play this. That human being is not me. I wish I could explain how I come up with like synth melodies or like solo melodies. It's really just a matter of you like draw in the MIDI, and then I'm just like, what is the next note that's gonna sound good? And then you just do that forever and ever and ever. And in that instance, or in this instance, that brought me to this. More sidechain there, just because it gives it a groove, I felt like. So, just love that synth solo. And I think that alone justifies the existence of this song. If you agree, you should listen to my EP, Talk No Jutsu, out November 15th, which should be really soon. If you're watching this when it comes out, enjoy. Thanks. Oh, and if you have any questions about any of this, let me know in the comments. I'll answer anything either in a comment or I can do another video. Whatever. Just let me know.